Hands on your...
Alrighty. So I have been following, I have been doing a lot of self-reflecting, and I've been following Dirty Trucking. And I've this, you know, in life, you gotta self-reflect and focus on the things that matter. Okay? As people get older, as people, period, I'm not gonna classify as age. People in general, men, women, they live in a state of paranoia, they worry, they're an overthinker, and they just focus on the things that doesn't matter. This is like a sweet word, my 20% Pareto principle. Life requires money, the 20%. Living underneath your means is the second thing. But money is everything in most people's lives. It's just everything. So I'm watching Dirty, because the life that we live, it requires money. You know, it doesn't really judge you how good you look, black or white. Life doesn't give a fuck about that. It just requires money. Not unless you're a stripper or a hooker, or maybe your looks matter. But in 95% of people's jobs, it don't fucking matter. Okay, really it don't. Okay, but I'm watching Dirty Trucking. I'm watching Dirty Trucking, and as I listen to her, I just realized she played the victim. Everything is somebody else's fault. Everything, and she's so focused on hurts. It's like unbelievable. She's facing homeless. And I realized this from hearing her talk. She sounds like the type of person where she needs to be right. This the problem. As people get older, they have the need to be right, meaning I know everything, you know nothing. Or poor people or lower income people always live in a state of fear, and everybody's out to get me. Everybody's talking shit. People sometimes are not talking shit, they're trying to help you. You're going fucking homeless, bro. Homeless. It's nothing to be jealous of. They're jealous of her. I'm just like, this whole mindset is just terrible. Terrible. What can you learn from somebody like that? You're focused on things that doesn't matter. Focus on shit that you can't control. That's what I've realized in life. The Pareto principle. The 20% to get all your racks. Focus on shit that matters and that you can control. If you cannot control it, be flexible and open-minded. For an example, flip it back to myself. These shippers can say any type of things when I get there. So I need to be flexible and open-minded what they may say to me, because they've said all different type of shit. You're late, come back tomorrow, we close at 3. All type of shit, because I'm going to a place right now, I'm late. So this shipper can say all type of shit. I'm going to pull over and try to call them, see if they're open. But I can't let that make me mad and quit. Okay? Vice versa, flip it on me with this trucking shit. This trucking is the most money I've ever made. I don't really have another way to make this type of money. It ain't the best schedule, but one step, some of the most money I've made in my life consecutively. And the potential to make more. And this what I'm doing right now. So, in life, what does life require? Money. Especially if you don't come from no rich family. You don't, but a lot of people don't, you know. You don't have a rich boyfriend, girlfriend, whoop-de-whoop. You know, money is important. Self-reflect. And I'm watching Dirty Truck, and she made 10 videos about hurts. At least 10 videos about hurts, probably more than that. I'm like, girl, you gotta get off this hurt shit and focus on things you can't control. Find another job. Almost, really, I'm even thinking like it ain't no doctor that'll give you a physical, because she say her health is bad. That's why she can't be no truck driver no more. See, I don't know if that's true or not. Okay, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, damn. Shit. This is the only reason why I say go back to work the superego. I don't know about that. Maybe I might, well, better than being homeless. Maybe you'll make some money. But she's going homeless, and she focused on all the shit that doesn't matter. I just realized, man, you know what? Look at yourself individually. Like, before we judge other people, look at ourselves. I realized my thing, I gotta have patience. Because me not having patience and steadily just working cost me money. Me quitting EMR cost me money. I worked for that company, and my paycheck was like $1,300. I didn't get that. I walked away and quit and left that money. Left that money on the table because I quit. You should have, bitch ass should have kept working, got that money. But I quit. Terrible decision on my part. Quit. Walked away. They didn't pay me. You see how that go? You see how that trucking is the industry where, you know, you got to be careful how you quit these jobs, because you quit, walk away, you can have 2 paychecks in the queue, but you just ain't got paid for them yet, because you know you got to wait another week to get them checks that's in the queue. They're coming, but you just haven't got them yet because you got to wait another week or whatever. You know how payroll goes sometimes, and that's what I realized. You know, self-reflect, and then life is how you look at the situation. Everybody's situation is different. Put money number one. You know why? Because money gives you options. You could buy shit that, you know, poor people don't have. When you're struggling, you have little money, dude, you have no options. You just don't. It's not even just trucking, it's just life and period. You know, and then then we doing GoFundMe, back on Dirty Trucking. They doing GoFundMe, y'all helping her out. Most of her audience is probably truck drivers, because she started off talking about Russian Express like 2 years ago, okay? I know Dirty Trucking from Russian Express like 2 years ago, I think it was. Okay, but anyways, so her audience is mostly probably truck drivers, or former truck drivers. Truck drivers to former truck drivers. Okay, so she did a GoFundMe. She raised $800. She told everybody her rent is like $1,800. She live in a luxury apartment. Like, hold on, now this is where I got to roast. Your rent is $1,800. What the fuck? What? Your rent is $1,800, bro. Why the hell is you a DoorDasher living somewhere where your rent is $1,800, which is crazy? You living somewhere where your rent is $1,800. Shit, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. How the hell you a DoorDasher? Now, I'm only can say this because I was a Uber for 4 years. Because she's an Uber driver, and, you know, former Uber driver, because they let her go or whatever. And I couldn't afford an $1,800 rent on my Uber salary. Maybe I could, but it would be a struggle sometimes. It would be a struggle, and I know I'm not about that life, that struggle love life. No, I'm good. I'm no good. Unfortunately, that's many Americans. They check the check. Okay, I mean, like, how the hell? And you $1,800 off of Uber salary? That's your rent alone. So you paying that off of Uber salary? I know you were struggling. Okay, I know you were struggling. Okay, you can't tell me you ain't struggling off Uber salary, making $1,800 rent. Bro, but what's Dirty Trucking problem? Her problem is income. She need a fucking job. She living above her means, number one. Your poor ass. What did you probably make? About $50,000 a year? $6,000 a year when your rent is $1,800? Hell no. No. You can't. If this is the equation in life, if you cannot save any money, or you don't got at least 3 months of expenses in the bank account, you are struggling. Period. Bottom line. And the higher your rent, technically the more money you need. Really. Because the equation, bottom line, if your rent is $1,800, having $5,000 in the bank really ain't shit, because your rent is so fucking high. $5,000 is good for a poor motherfucker where they rent is like in between, let's just say, under $800. You know, all your expenses is underneath $1,000. You know, I'm saying that's the money for a poor motherfucker. Okay, know your lane. There's nothing wrong with being poor. They don't teach this in school. Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with being poor. Shit, I've been average all my fucking life. I've had jobs and low-paying jobs, bro. This low-paying, I didn't realize this shit. I'm like, damn, why I'm struggling? This job don't pay shit. Even though I've been at the job for 10 years. That's the problem with corporate America. We be at jobs for years. I know I was at a job for over 10 years and I didn't make shit. And I've seen friends of mine all around me be at jobs for 5 years. They don't make shit. They struggling beyond belief. Everything is a struggle. They live life as a struggle. We get used to living that way. Men, black men, white men, women, it don't fucking matter, bro. It don't matter. Just people used to struggle and they just get used to it. Then dirty trucking, this what pisses me off about dirty trucking. You mean to tell me you went on a vacation? She went on a vacation about a year ago, a cruise. Was it a year ago? I don't know, but I remember her telling us she went on a cruise. So let me get this straight. You ain't got no money saved up and your bitch ass went on a goddamn cruise. Oh my God. People, you make terrible choices. This is why age don't mean shit with some of these people. If you're 50 years old and you don't know this, you ain't gonna never learn it. I'm sorry. The older you get, it's easy to see your ignorance and be self-aware. But if you're not self-aware and see your own ignorance and your own bullshit for what it is, now you want us to save you. GoFundMe, save a broke hoe. It ain't gonna do shit, bro. Like when you're facing eviction, role play, if you're facing eviction and somebody give you just the rent money, to me it kind of ain't enough. You need to just pocket that money so you're not dead broke. Go to a homeless shelter or whatever you gotta go to, so you're not dead broke. You don't have money to even feed yourself. Basic necessities to even feed yourself. Dirty trucking is an example of poor decisions. She's been complaining about Hertz for like a month straight. Your landlord don't give a fuck about your situation. They will put your ass out. I mean, that's for everybody. That's cross board, bro. And not because you're black, and not because you're white, not because you're a woman or whatever. That's non-factor. Non-factor, baby. You need income. Well, what's the most income? What can we learn from dirty trucking? You gotta stop fucking complaining. It's okay to be a complainer. Look at your situation for what it is. You need money. You need money. That's her most important thing. She need money. I don't know why the fuck she keep complaining about. And I can't believe they helped her out. I can't believe she raised $800, but guess what? That ain't gonna stop her from being homeless. I'm sorry. Life is so expensive. I mean, really, $1,000 nowadays, you're still poor. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, let's say I'm facing eviction or homelessness. I need income. The most important thing, income. Then she said she was gonna go stay in a hotel. I'm like, bitch, you got no money for a fucking hotel, and you got no money coming in. How are you gonna make money? How are you gonna make more money? What is that plan? Boy, oh boy. See, life is what we focus on. We gotta focus on the long-term game. Okay? Sacrifice and focus on the things that matter. Okay? And let me jump over to another subject. Jump over to this other lady. Her name is Tasia. She worked for Snyder. She says Snyder only paying her 39 cents to do Tanko. I may be wrong about this one, but by experience, if you get experience, you probably can find a better paying Tanko job. But you probably don't have that much experience, okay? Paying somebody 39 cents to do a fucking Tanko job is an insult to their fucking intelligence. Do a hazmat job, period, is a fucking insult. I don't give a fuck if they're new or not. Because that means you need to get a shit ton of miles. And that account that you're on may not get hours. I was watching Tasia. I watched some of her videos. And she was on account. I think she get the weekends off on that account that she was on or whatever. But she wasn't get that many miles. I think she was getting like in between 15 and 1,800. So if you're getting like 1,800 miles a week and you're getting paid 39 cents a mile, oh my God. I mean, not unless they got some other stop pay, bonus pay, or whatever. But if that's it, unless they giving you some other type of incentive, but 39 cents, bro, that's an insult to their fucking intelligence. Now, the only way that works, unless you're running coast to coast. For an example, when I first got started with CR England, I got my CDL a few years back, about 4 years ago, with CR England, and we did coast to coast. All pay was low. I forgot how much it was. It was like 25 cents. It may have been like 25 cents or something like that. But it was team driving. It was for all the miles ran on a truck. And we pretty much did coast to coast. We did from like Cali to Chicago a lot. We did coast to coast runs. All our loads was long loads. But anyway, let's just self-reflect. You got to look at the long-term game. You do. That's what I've realized. You got to look at the long-term game. And you got to focus on what you can control. You know, like I said, self-reflect for me, which I realized I learned from Kevin Samuels. He said people don't learn nothing because they had the need to be right. So you can't talk to people because a lot of people have inside their mind, they already think you're trying to talk about them. And you're not trying to talk about them, you're trying to help them. Go back to dirty trucking, you're facing homeless. So it doesn't get nobody's jealous of you. You're at the bottom of the barrel, bro. You ain't cashing $2,000-$3,000 paychecks. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I'm jealous. I wish I could cash $2,000 paycheck. No, nigga, you facing homeless. That's a 180 difference. Nobody's jealous, bro. Nobody's jealous. You ain't getting the bag. Like if you on these YouTube streets and you showing, $2,000, $3,000 from like Prime or Super Ego, oh man, shit, damn son. I wish I could get that. No, nigga, you facing homeless. Ain't shit to be jealous of, bro. I mean, in retrospect speaking, all I'm saying, my overall point of this video is to self-reflect and focus on things you can control. Everybody's situation is different. The thing about trucking is everybody's situation is a little bit different, and just because you have a CDL and you have experience, people may not hire you. So in retrospect, like in my experience, like I don't have a lot of options. Even though I've been driving, I got multiple years of experience, I don't have a lot of options because a lot of people will not hire me because I've been job hopping. So on my record, it's looked at as a job hopper. So a job hopper is in a bad situation because a lot of people won't hire you. You've been jumping jobs, you got no consistency. We're not going to hire you. That's the same thing Martin told me. That's the same thing JB Hunt told me. They wouldn't hire me back. And that's the same thing NFI told me. They will not hire me. Because they go straight to that DAC report and they say, no, nigga, not today. Okay. So, I mean, it's a lot of displaced truck drivers that want this job, but they cannot get it for some other reason. So you're stuck with the Chicago-based companies. The Chicago-based companies, they serve a purpose. They hire all the displaced drivers, the drivers that cannot get hired on good accounts. This is what I'm going to say it. Because if I had a choice, I would be on more.NWO account. I wouldn't be doing this shit. I won't dedicate it like no other nigga. And that's real talk. I do that shit for way less money. I do that shit for pennies on the dollar versus doing this shit. I take a complete pay cut because I hate OTR. But that's all the choice I got. Oh, but positive, it can pay well. If I have production, positive. You have to look at your positives. You have to look at the positives. And you have to self-reflect. That's all, That you have to self-reflect, bro. And focus on the things you can control. Life is a one-player game. It's a one-player game, self-reflect. Tasia, going back to Tasia can make good money. That Tasia girl, that Snyder girl, that Rookin Snyder, she probably is a newer driver. Once she get experience, man, she can make way more money, bro. I think about it, even though that 39 cent is an insult, bro, it's many people that got degrees and can't get a job. Think about that too. When you compare that, it's people that got bachelor's degrees can't get a job. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Whoa. Hold the bus. Dodie Trucker said she had a degree. Man, that don't mean shit at this point, bro. You facing homeless. Your money management skills are terrible. So that degree, in my point, don't mean your money management and self-awareness. A lot of people are just not self-aware. You got to see your own bullshit and wake up to your own bullshit. I got to wake up to my own bullshit. Number one, you got to have patience. Number one, you don't have a whole lot of options, Q. You don't. If you did, you would be on that Martin dedicated account. But they won't hire your bitch ass, so you got to stay here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see y'all England. That's what numbers are not saying. England got so many drivers, bro. They can't get hired. And these Russian companies got so many drivers, they can't get hired at a Walmart dedicated account. You know what I'm saying? Walmart is dumb picky. I would never apply to Walmart. Fuck that. Richie Rich went over to Walmart and he been driving over 10 years. He was at Prime and he got rejected at Walmart orientation. And that nigga got over 10 years of experience. I'm sure he a very, very good driver, and I'm sure he's very knowledgeable about trucking in general. But Walmart rejected his ass. His name is Richie Rich. He's a truck driver. I follow his channel too. He was with Prime for many years. He went to orientation with Walmart, and they rejected him. They sent his ass home. He didn't pass orientation. Walmart has the most toughest orientation. I know. And let me go back to Schneider. Schneider is very, very strict. Imagine being with a company that's very, very strict and they only gonna pay you 39 cents. That's a bitch, man. I've heard of Schneider being very, very strict. So they're very, very strict and they don't pay you like shit. That's not right. That's not right. See what I'm saying? That's why we gotta self-reflect. That's why I love YouTube, because you learn a lot. You learn a lot from other people. That girl Tasia making 39 cents, bro. You can make way more. Just got to get your experience and find a better company. Keep your record clean. Keep your shit clean. You can get a whole better job. If she get like a year, shit, she have more options than I got. Huh? Because she got a clean record. My record ain't fucking clean. Huh? Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Because, unfortunately, that Tasia girl that's a new driver, she'll probably have a better record than niggas been out here for 10 years. Because people out here for 10 years probably may have a bad record. So if you got a bad record or bad history, a lot of companies won't hire you. That's why, hence, people go to Chicago-based companies. Dedicated NFI won't hire me. Dedicated Walmart, Martin won't hire me. JB Hunt won't hire me. But Chicago-based companies will. See? Self-reflect. Self-reflect. You gotta focus, you gotta self-reflect and be aware. That's all I can say.